Bitcoin continues to bounce. Altcoins continue to bounce. Things are looking good, but still, we all know it's too early to say that we are out of the woods yet and start to call it a reversal. Yet, we do have a lot of charts to look at today, and all of them are generally looking pretty positive. And there's a whole lot of news, including another small nation talking about making Bitcoin legal tender. You know who it is? Just wait and you can find out now.
Let's go.
What is up, Wolf Pack? I am Scott Melker, also known as the Wolf of All Streets. Before we get started, please subscribe to the channel and gently tongue kiss the like button. Just put your tongue out there and, practice like you did when you were 14 years old and you didn't have an actual girl, so you would just find inanimate objects to kiss. I'm not saying I did that. I know that judging by you guys, probably some of you did that. Some of you probably did that. Scott would like you to know that I'm late again. Scott, at this point, every single time I see you comment on me being late, I just push it back like 7 more seconds. Trying to test your emotional threshold. But I do love your name. Guys, you might, I don't know what kind of electronics you have, but I would hate for you to ruin your keyboard by licking it or to have one of those like rare accents where you get electric shock. By the way, in any civilized country with new electrical outlets, if you stick like a paperclip in there or something, you're not going to actually electrocute yourself. That's something from childhood that they always told us. Don't stay away from the electrical outlets, you'll die. You have to have a charge in both. So if you put paper clips in both of them, you could definitely make yourself a dead person. But you're generally fine if you just stick one of them in there. What do you guys got going on over here? No matter what she's doing, my daughter comes running in the room yelling, "That's dope!" And you come on, Dougie, I love you, and your daughter, Bella, right? Is that correct?
That's dope.
Is that her name, if I remember correctly? What up, Kyle? How you doing today? Yeah, how you doing today? I'm not telling you that you should you definitely don't want them to stick things in the socket, Scotty. I'm not saying you should encourage it or anything. I'm just saying, you don't have to throw something across the room at them if you see them doing it, and then you actually injure them when they wouldn't have otherwise probably been injured. That intro beat you made is sick. Thank you. Yeah, I made that. It's good stuff. Yeah, I got it right. Bella. What's up, Bella?
Hello, Bella. We'll do the golems. Did you know that at the talk like this, Bella's going to have nightmares?
Yeah. Everyone's gonna stick something in a paper outlet. It's warming you up to stick things in random places when you get older. Gotta know the dangers of sticking long objects into random sockets. Guys, got a lot to talk about today. We've got lots to talk about today.
We were talking about Bitcoins, my precious.
Yeah. Okay, let's get it going on right now. Let's do this. Okay, so I wrote about this in the newsletter today. About this triggered average white man on the internet who was very unhappy with Solana coming up in his Google search. He's very unhappy. First, you can read the whole Wolf Den newsletter today for free. It's completely free. Right there. You can get a look at how these things, guys, I write these every day of the week. Not Saturday and Sunday, the week, not the weekend. We're not talking about the weekend without the E, the guy who sings. We're not talking about him. But I do this. Deep analysis, news, education. It's all there. 5 days a week. I wake up at 4 o'clock in the morning to do this. But anyways, I talked about this dude in the intro, and I want to kind of talk about him again. Because it's just hilarious. This guy's name's Christopher Bloomstrand. Here's what he says. Nothing here is advice. In fact, drop the phone and slowly back away from the Twitter. Read a 10K. Thought you run a 10K. Might I have a position? Probably missionary, judging by his appearance. Probably missionary. And really bored, like once a month on the last Wednesday. But anyways, I don't want to mock Christopher too much, but this is interesting because I want to talk about what he said here. Here he goes. This is it. We've reached peak insanity. A Google search of Saul Price. The guy's name Saul, you'd think was S-A-U-L. Have you read the Bible? Old Testament, bro. Founder of FedMart and Price Club, aka Costco. Mentor of Jim Sinegal, you know, the famous Jim Sinegal that we talk about here all the time. And retailing legend turns up a page and a half of the price for Solana, evidently some third-rate cryptocurrency. The world has gone mad. The Google has infuriated this man, so now he has to write a thread. He's so mad that when you Google Saul Price, that this is what you get. The price of, I don't know, Solana. One thought, investors would do well by learning everything they can about Saul Price. Yeah, we should. Initiative-based retailing, winning by taking care of the customer. Employee, shareholder, and community, and forgetting everything they know about crypto. Speculators, you're on your own. Costco is a great company, by the way. I'm not pooping on Costco. And Solana being worth 40 million, Enron was 40 billion, Enron was worth 70 billion. Then he went on. I look at crypto prices for about 30 seconds a week, but I write threads about them often. Looks like Solana at 44 billion has surged past the dogs, that's Doge, 20 billion. Maybe work on the next Costco instead. Yeah, guys, maybe we need to build more large warehouse retailers in person during a global pandemic when the world's going online. Maybe you should do that. You could buy it in 2004 for 13 billion, earn 13 billion in special dividends, 11 billion in regulars, and own a 231 billion debt-free company today. I guarantee you, Jack and Eck and Costco give a rat's ass about Solana. He showed us. Doge, or the future of fiat for that matter. Nor would have Jim Sinegal, Sam Walton, that's the Walmart guy, I know that one, or Saul Price. They will sell what you need at a low price and whatever the currency du jour value is. I want my 30 seconds back. So this guy's infuriated by his Google search. This guy definitely should not like this, right? You know, there was this toy when I was a child, and I used to love it. You used to stick your finger in both ends. It was called Chinese finger cuffs, and you put your fingers in, then you pull them out, and they'd be trapped, like a Chinese finger trap. And then you Google that, and you get the Urban Dictionary, and you see all the scenes from the movie Chasing Amy, and you find out what Chinese finger cuffs are now, and you're furious. You're furious. But what this guy doesn't get, a few things. One, this is a completely false equivalency. Like Solana, Bitcoin, all of them, they have literally nothing to do with cryptocurrencies. These are not companies. They are layer one blockchains that other people are building technology upon. Chinese finger cuffs. I don't even know what'll come up in the Google, but just I'm sure it's in the Urban Dictionary or something. Everyone's seen the movie. Right? It's a completely false equivalency. There's no relation. It's like being, I can't believe that you bought that Ferrari when you could have invested in a bread company. You know, like what do those two things have to do with each other, man? And so first of all, he's comparing completely unrelated things. Second of all, he's making a point that we should invest in something that's completely dying and be dismissive of a new technology. It's just an idiotic equivalency. And let's be real. Listen, Apple's market cap is larger than that of all crypto combined, but that won't remain because we're talking about a network effect, an exponential growth of a new technological sector. You can't compare Costco to Solana. It makes no sense unless you're just a triggered dude who likes triggering your trigger senses. You know, I don't even know what trigger senses are, but that's what it is, right? And so this guy's mad. And the point being here is that we often, you know, and you can dig in even deeper to this and get into like maximalism about specific cryptos. This guy is clearly a large building with low prices and kind employees maximalist. It's his thing. He's going to be so upset when he finds out that nobody's building those anymore. Right? But like we have the same kind of thing with Bitcoin and Ethereum and Link and XRP and every single coin, Solana, AVAX, right? You have these passionate communities that are dismissive of all of the other ones, right? And comparing Costco to Solana is not really that different in my mind than comparing Bitcoin to Ethereum, right? Hot take. But really, man, you know, how are those the same? One is, I always make the point when people ask me about this on a podcast or something, I'm like, it's like saying that I'm really passionate about gold, I would never invest in Amazon. The two have nothing to do with each other. Two of them have nothing to do with each other, right? And so I think it's important to understand that you can invest in these different sectors. They're completely unrelated and they're separate bets, and you can't compare. That's why the notion of the flippening is so sort of like irrelevant to me. Who cares if Ethereum's market cap flips the market cap of Bitcoin, unless you're just like a triggered little girl who's upset that you're like in second place in an imaginary contest on the internet? Who cares? Does it take anything away from Bitcoin if Ethereum ends up having a larger market cap? Does it take anything away from Costco, where you can get really cheap, actually surprisingly delicious hot dogs? Does it take anything away from Costco? You can even book a private jet at Costco. Take anything away from Costco because Solana's market cap is comparable. Also, like, why throw an Enron? Like, that was a literal scam, bro. Through an Enron. I think the kicker of this, though, is they will sell you what you need at a low price, and whatever the currency du jour value is, I want my 30 seconds back, bro. We know you spent a lot more than 30 seconds on this thread, and it was by choice. If you wanted it back, maybe you shouldn't have spent it in the first place. But anywho, yeah, this dude. Wow. Anyways, the big news. The world's third largest nation. No, it's not. But it's Tonga, and we love it, right? It's Tonga, and we love it. And Tonga is to copy El Salvador's bill making Bitcoin legal tender, says former MP. This sounds like it's a done deal. It's not. Yeah. In a ruling that is almost identical to the El Salvador bill, I love this description. Tongan bigwig Lord Futsuatua anticipates that his country could adopt Bitcoin by November. I want to be referred to as a lord, and I also would love to have an apostrophe somewhere in my name. Skatua Melkerona. That would be awesome, right? But here you go. This is what he's saying is the path to this happening. September, October, bill goes to Parliament. Passed. Dude, as you can see the future. Sent to Palace Office, getting more interesting, to His Majesty for royal assent. Royal assent. The bill will ascend royally. A month or so, HM, as advised by Privy Council, that's the council that uses toilets, assents to bill. 2 to 3 weeks, gazetted by the government. They're going to handwrite a bunch of papers, and they're going to hand it out as a gazette. By government action, activation date set. On activation date, Bitcoin becomes legal tender. But this is top to bottom. It actually is really awesome that we can have another nation. There's, they don't even have 1 million people, but there's a large diaspora of Tongans all around the world. And once again, like El Salvador, this would be superior for remittances. People sending money home to Tonga to help their families. And that's exactly what we're seeing happen in El Salvador. Here you go. An economy that uses Bitcoin for payment at every stage of the supply chain, from the seed to the table, pay for cassava roots and cattle and Bitcoin from the farming supplier all the way to the waitress serving it to you at Cardo's steak bar, and every step in between. Fully legal tender, fully used as money, all up in Tonga. In the words of Maui, what can I say except you're welcome? He's probably not from Tonga, but he seems Tongan. Is Tongan a word? Do they use tongs? I could go endlessly on, but I think we're all a big fan here of Lord Fusutua, and I would love to actually get him on the podcast. And in all seriousness, we've talked about we need more countries to follow in the footsteps of El Salvador, big, small, everything in between, and getting Tonga there would be a huge, huge move. Here you go. Like Luke said, I like it that all the small nations are front running all the big nations. They need it more, and it's normally Western countries which have effed them over. Yeah, I mean, we could even say that, interestingly, that we're seeing a lot of movement from the quote unquote first world to like second and third world. I know a lot of people anecdotally, but it's certainly in the crypto space who are like, bro, I'm over it. Like, you have these movements from like in the United States from like, I'm out of California and New York, I'm moving to Texas and Florida, my freedoms, all that stuff. Good taxes. Then you have people who are like completely leaving the United States for places that we would consider second or third world, for various reasons, financial freedoms, things like that. And so I think that there's been a movement in general where smaller countries are starting to have these advantages because large countries are more oppressive and slower moving, right? So listen, so moving on, but that's awesome. Tonga, let's talk about Bitcoin technical analysis, TA, as we talked about yesterday. Can't have the analysis without let's not talk about it. First mover Asia, crypto prices rise on better than expected US inflation news. Bro, what are you talking about? The news was exactly what everyone expected, and it's not good news. Like, we can parse the fact, guys, inflation's really bad, but maybe like it was 0.1% different, and that's what moved the price of Bitcoin. No, come on, man. Let's stop. Stop with the external narratives, right? But here you go. This is what they said. The Bitcoin market may have gotten a boost from a U.S. Labor Department report Wednesday showing that the consumer price index, key inflation gauge, rose to an annual clip of 7% in December. We talked about this, the highest since the early 1980s. We're bringing it back to Reagan right now, y'all. But there had been fears in the market that prices might have climbed even faster. Prices of consumer goods, not Bitcoin, which would have put additional pressure on the Federal Reserve to move more aggressively to tighten monetary conditions and cool down the economy. So as I say every day, there's arguments now. It's like, we need inflation to go higher so Bitcoin can go higher. And then you're like, inflation's bad. That's why we have Bitcoin. But then like Bitcoin should go down when the government deals with inflation. You figure it out. I have no idea. Here we go. So listen, I saw somebody actually in the comments at the very beginning, right before I started. I was going to come online, but it was more fun to trigger Scott by being like 17 seconds extra late. And so I took a look. Someone was saying, I could scroll all the way back, that open interest was basically mooning. Wow, there's a lot of comments here. Let me see. Oh, here you go. Alan, open interest went up, so this pump is driven by leverage longs. More liquidity for the MM to nom back down to a moving average. First of all, I love the term nom. I think it should be used for basically everything. Nom on this, nom on that. We nom. But yeah, open interest is always going to rise on any move. But let's take a look, right? You guys, if you Coinalyze is a great site for this. You click on Bitcoin, open interest, funding rate, etc. So I guess this is open interest right down here below the price chart. It hasn't mooned that hard, really. This is aggregated open interest, currently at about 14.38. It dropped to the 13s. It actually has not been having as dramatic movement as it's had in the past. You can see that it completely spazzed the other day when we had the big movement. So open interest is slowly climbing, which you generally expect with price. I don't have the chart right here of longs versus shorts. It's here, but funding rate can kind of give you an idea of what people are doing. This is not indicative of heavy longs pouring in, right? If funding rates are flipping negative, current on about half and half, and even the ones that are positive, these are like bottom barrel rates. 0.01 is kind of where you're like agnostic and it could go either way. Flipping back and forth, 0.005, 0.0005. So to me, by looking at this, it means that it's a completely mixed bag of open interest rising and not necessarily all longs, right? I guess we can look at the Finex longs, although, Finex is not the key to what's happening, but we often look at Finex shorts. Where is that? I didn't plan to pull this up. You can look at if shorts are actually piling up on Bitfinex. Shorts are rising dramatically. So if funding is going negative and shorts are rising, you actually would have theoretically more fuel to go up than to go down. But it seems like it's pretty neutral. Okay. So I happened to just see that and figured I would dive in. Of course, Victoria and Kristen are just having their own ass conversation over here as if I'm not even here. It's crazy. Hey guys. Just kidding. Anyways, here we go on the weekly chart. Weekly not closed, but this is awesome, right? For now, we want to see this hold for 3 days. The wick down to 39.6. That was the key support. Still holding 42,000. That's basically the only price that Bitcoin has had for the last year. If you really zoom out, let's be real. Now, we've been all around it up above, but we always come back to good old fashioned 42K where we topped on January 8th of 2021. It's January 13th. We're basically at 42,000 of 2022. Inflation hedge my ass. What a piece of shit, Bitcoin. Can't even hedge against your inflation, right? Yeah. Picking arbitrary dates to choose if something is a hedge is stupid. That's why I said it in my sarcasm voice. Actually, if you want to make the argument that it's a good or bad inflation hedge, shouldn't we go back to when they started printing money like out of control? I mean, that would be 2008. We've gone up since then, obviously. But like, March of 2020, when they passed all the stimulus, printed 40% of the money supply that's ever existed. How's Bitcoin done since then? I don't know. It's gone up like, you could call the bottom 38, you could call the bottom 6, 10, any of those points. I think you get my point, right? Can't just say, hey, it's been a bad inflation hedge since January 1st, or January 1st, 2021, because that's when the year starts. It's had a massive uptrend since inflation has increased, right? Massive uptrend since inflation has increased. Someone says it's dumping like shit. We're dumping. It's over, guys. It's over, guys. It's down like $500. It's over. We should probably exit. It's like back to prices not seen since probably like this morning. It's over. It's over. But anyways, still to me, 53K right here. We're not going to, I've done this so many times, whatever. Here we go. MacD, Daddy Mac, make you jump. Mac Dad will make you jump. So we're going to take a look at the miggity Mac DD. The miggity Mac. Makes you want to jump. Here we go. We have a potential bullish cross. Again, we had one here. That was at 45 when we pumped to 52K. Sweet. Good move. Yeah, here we go. Yeah, you're right. Price going down.
We suck again.
It's over. Emmy, you going to do an intro one time? It would blow his tiny mind. Look, I'm sure your mind is marginally larger than tiny. But what do we have here? We have confirmed bullish divergence, both of the MAs here, right? See, higher lows, and of the histogram. That's these lines right here. We talked about that yesterday. I want to see a break of this blue line before I start celebrating our grand victory. And I want to see this cross, but they're looking pretty good. On MACD. We will see what happens. Bollinger Bands, I've kind of been talking about this. Bad. They went down. They were reliable on the way up, been kind of unreliable, but now they're tightening, bouncing from the bottom. This line, the center line, is much in confluence, 45,536, with the resistance we've talked about here on the 4-hour, right? So this is kind of the target of this move for me, 45,500. That's also where 4-hour RSI would probably become overbought, and we can start talking about other things happening. I'm still trying to see what you guys are talking about over here. I don't know. Someone, I don't know. Yeah, guys, it's a massive dump on like the 1-hour time frame, as someone said over here. No big deal. We'll see what happens. There you go. Dump on 1-hour time frame. We'll see what happens. Anyways, that's my view on Bitcoin. There's nothing glaringly bad. Yeah, it's an ugly 4-hour candle for now. It's going to end up being an ugly 4-hour candle. But if this is the 1-hour, if you're trading the 1-hour, if you're a scalpy McScalperson, that's a kind of person who scalpy McScalpers the 1-hour chart. You just got your entry, right? If you're scalping, this is the flip. Actually, you kind of wanted it to get 43.1. You might get it. I'm not saying to buy it, guys. Stop. I'm not saying go long there. I'm just saying, if you looked at it like that, that's what you would get. Yeah, I don't do the dark theme. People are asking, this is what the dark theme would look like. Does that look appealing to you? Can you read that? I can't read that. Do you read that? I'm not from the dark side. I'm from the light side. Yeah. So look there. Hour. Kind of an ugly candle. Kind of ugly. So it's basically all over. We're dead. It's over. We're doomed. He says it's fine. Is it even worth scalping with no leverage if you have a huge position? Just to trading is if making $100 is meaningful to you, scalping for $100 is great. If making $1 million is meaningful to you, you got to have a really big stack to scalp for $1 million. Yeah. So it's pointers on scalping. Yeah, absolutely don't do it. Completely a waste of your time unless you're an epic Giga Chad. Just buy Bitcoin. Yeah, I don't think I wouldn't encourage anyone to do it, So let's not go there. All right, moving on. Next article: Solana could beat out Ethereum to become the Visa of crypto. Bank of America. Here we go. This dude from Bank of America, Alkesh Shah, said Solana could become the Visa of the digital asset ecosystem. What's the theme of today, guys? False equivalencies. False equivalencies. Is Solana a credit card? It's a network that does thousands of different things with 400 decentralized dApps. Okay, it does hundreds of different things. I was hyperbolic. Like, why do we have to be like, it's the Visa of crypto? Like, if you're literally playing like Star Atlas in your spaceship out in a galaxy fighting aliens in 2025, are you gonna be like, yeah, bro, this is like very Visa-like, very Visa-like. Feels like Visa. So anyways, listen, it's a massive compliment, the largest compliment he could. There you go. Bank of America gave perhaps the highest praise a major U.S. bank could bestow on a cryptocurrency. It compared it to the world's largest credit card network. Right? But it's so minimizing, actually, because Solana could be, in any of these layer one blockchains, could be so much more than just payment processor, right? Payment processor. But here's some of the numbers, right, of what's going on. Transactions per second is the metric that a lot of us look at, right? Visa says it can theoretically handle at least 24,000. I thought the number was much higher and almost want to fact check Decrypt here. You know what? I'm going to. Visa transactions per second. Visa transact. There you go. For example, there's another. These are all quoted by crypto sites. 24,000. They can outperform 24,000. Okay, they can outperform. That's about right. Ethereum does 15. Okay, that's bad. That's bad, right? And Solana can do up to 65,000. They say theoretically. That's what they say. That's what they say. But how many times have Solana and other blockchains gone offline without going anywhere near their capacity? None of these are ready for scale, but one day they will be. It'll be amazing to see them do 65,000 for fractions of a penny, but I'd rather see them scale slowly. But here's what he said. Solana prioritizes scalability, but a relatively less decentralized and secure blockchain has trade-offs, illustrated by several network performance issues since inception. Yeah, we're talking about 65,000. Let's get past 6,500 bros, right? Obviously, he also talked about Avalanche here and basically said that, Ethereum is the gold standard. That's where the bigly, hugely things are going to happen. Solana will be faster, whatever. Let's take a look at both those charts. Solana, posted this in the newsletter this morning. It's not up that high. It was at like 150 or 149 or something. But it was going until Bitcoin just killed it. But I keep telling you guys, man, one little Bitcoin hiccup and it's going to be lights out for altcoins, right? Got to be careful. Got to be careful. Got to be careful right now, But listen, this is a flip at 148. Yesterday we were doing Chartapalooza. It was like 144. I said, you're looking for this, right? I had it drawn here. This was your support. So now you have technically flipped this resistance to support. Your target's 177. Take a look at AVAX. AVAX, I put in the newsletter yesterday, but as usual, setups, not signals. I said, you got to get above 98.21 to be interested. It has not done that yet, therefore has not triggered. The only thing that's triggered is this guy. This guy. Christopher Bloomstrand. He is triggered. Anyways, AVAX looking pretty good here, looking like it's rounding out. Could be a reversal, but guys, we got to get above key supports on a lot of these coins, and we need Bitcoin to remain stable. And right now, Bitcoin it's going down. It's going down like Young Jock. Meet me in the trap. It's going down. Doesn't look great. That's pretty hideous candle on pretty big volume, engulfing all of this. Funny because I almost actually said on Twitter this morning, I didn't because I didn't want to, whatever. I was like, this looks like it could like totally BART back down to like the 42s. And it's BARTing right now, right? You guys know about BART, right? Do the Bartman. Do the Bartman, right? You get I don't know how his face is, something like this. And he's got like an eyeball and another eyeball, right? You do the Bartman. Doing the Bartman right now. But this also looked like it could have BARTed here, to be fair. But I think, this area was going to get retested. Here we are. It's fine. It's fine. I'm still long. Still long, strong, down to get the friction on. Cardano jumped 7% after Coinbase fixes withdrawal bug. Cardano's rally was fueled by traders regaining confidence in the protocol. Right. And the HKMA taking a more gentle approach to retail crypto. Yet again, assigning relevance to things that are irrelevant. Maybe everything just kind of went up 7% because we were getting a nice little relief rally. You ever think about that? You ever think about that? But here's our narratives. Cardano rose 7% soon after Coinbase restarted withdrawals on Wednesday. Traders started facing withdrawal issues last week. Totally. That's why Cardano went up 7% when the entire market went up 7%. But here you go. Let's assign some more relevance to things that are irrelevant. Sentiments in Asia were further buoyed after Hong Kong Central Bank, Hong Kong Monetary Authority, seemed to provide an open ear to crypto stakeholders in a new discussion paper. Yeah, guys. Like totally like Cardano. It was like the withdrawals and Hong Kong that was just talking generally about cryptocurrencies. That's why it went up. That's why it went up. Yeah, totally. Yeah, the chart just took a big BART to anyone who's watching. We got a chart BART. Anyways, ADA predictably also charting at the moment. Was looking kind of decent, but guys, as we said in Chartapalooza yesterday, we were looking at all these things. I was like, they're kind of all just hanging out in the middle, like between key levels or below a support or something. But yeah, I mean, if you're an ADA homer and you love this coin and you just need to get some, maybe a retest of $1.18 right here would be a good entry for you. But I'm not touching anything right now. No interest. Shiba Inu surges 16%. Such good news, my friend. Shiba Inu surges 16% after rumors of Robinhood listing. What do you think about that? Just gonna eat my ramen. It's hot. Oh, it's hot. Meme coins were among the highest gainers in the past 24 hours as the overall crypto market surged. I love that we call it a crypto market surge when we all know it's just a crypto market relief bounce for now, right? Yeah. Cardano actually outpaced the market. Not shocked that you want to admit that. I don't know. Let's look at coin market cap. Might be true. We'll see. Might be true. Maybe it's my bias. I have indifference, not bias. I don't know. Looks down a little less than XRP, if that's what we're going for. Looks down more than Luna, down more than Doge. Roughly the same. I don't know. I don't see it. Let's look at the last 7 days. Cardano's up 2%. Solana's up 2.64. XRP is up 2.26. Maybe it outpaced it in a vacuum for about 30 seconds. But I'm doing facts. I don't hate ADA. It's not true at all. I just don't get it. Like I understand when something goes up on emotion and not on fundamentals, and I know that means it's going to eventually fall. Yeah. Whatever, y'all. But I'm sorry to do all those facts on your face there. I'm sorry. Shiba Inu. Sorry. Surge is 16%. They're saying, again, rumor that Robinhood is going to list everyone's favorite. It's not even everyone's favorite. So like everyone's like other favorite dog coin, right? People don't even care. But it went up 16%, reached as high as 0.00003 during early Asian hours on Thursday before a sell-off. Shiba Inu is the 13th largest cryptocurrency. Let's take a look at the chart. Rejected at resistance. Yeah. I don't know. Seems like a relief bounce. If that's all you get and that's all the volume you get out of a Robinhood listing rumor, not that excited. I still have some Shiba Inu. Don't care. But I'm just saying. Whatever. Coinbase acquiring derivatives exchange Bitcoin futures trading to follow. Coinbase is finalizing the acquisition of CFTC-regulated derivatives exchange FairX, paving the way for crypto futures and options trading, right? This is awesome. We know that Americans largely do not have access to trading with leverage, especially like any complex futures or derivative contracts. FTX did the same thing. Crypto.com did the same thing. They bought people who already have licenses so that they could enter that space. Coinbase doing it with this company called FairX. We will inevitably see, it would seem, futures trading coming to the United States soon. Here's a shocking piece of newsiness. Guys, people keep telling me that Bitcoin's dumping. I keep going back. It's like the same price it was at. Like, are y'all watching? We just talked about that shit. China to build its own NFT industry not related to crypto. Weird. Surprising. NFTs good, crypto bad. Blockchain good, but not crypto, even though it's crypto on the blockchain, right? Yeah, it's no secret anymore that China wants to be as far away from crypto as possible, evident from the all-out banning on mining, trading, and everything in between. Chinese finger cuffs, you get your hands in, and then we've got everything in between. Right? But this is what's going to happen. It will offer application programming interfaces for customers to build and manage user portals and apps regarding NFTs. The trick is that clients can only use the Chinese yuan for purchases and service fees, unlike in the crypto space where the user has to interact with some sort of digital asset. This is China's way, right? This is what they do. Oh, we don't like Facebook. We want Facebook. We're not going to do Moogle. We're Google. We're going to do Kugel, which is, by the way, a something that Jewish people eat at holidays. Kugel. And you grow up with it. And, you know, if you eat it and you're Jewish and you're like, it's kind of like, I think it's tasty. And then you get older and you're like, this is just horrible food. Why are we still eating it at all the holidays? But Kugel is Google's cousin. But right, China wants to have a completely insular, bordered, not borderless economy. And so they just take everything that we've got over here, they make their own version, and they YOLO, right? They roll. And so that's what they're going to do here, right? We're going to do all the things of NFTs. We're just not going to let you basically buy it with ETH. Cool. Way to go, China. It's working out for you guys. Great. So far. Insane luck. Another small miner pockets 270K Bitcoin block reward against all odds. It's actually not against all odds. The odds of this happening are about 1 in 10,000. There you go. With small hash rate, 1 in 10,000. But basically, this small miner, individual dude, like in his basement with a machine, who's just like rolling the dice, he captured a 6.25 Bitcoin reward worth $270,000, probably worth about $258,000 right now because you guys think it's dumping. Probably lost some of that unless he sold it. But yeah, this has happened twice now, right? So we had a solo miner solve a block operated by CK Pool, and then another dude joined because he was like, that dude's awesome. Like, he got a lottery ticket. I'm going to go buy 2 lottery tickets. And he did it 2 days later. The odds of it's a cool story because the odds of it are very, very low. And you get the opportunity to cheer for the little guy. And finally, first Web3 ETF is on the way and its ticker will be World War III. No, that says WWIII. Do you guys not read that as World War III? Do you see that as World War III when you look at that? I see World War III. I know it's W3, Web3. Get it? Web3. But it looks like World War III to me. It's bad. Issuers have looked to capitalize on crypto trends like NFTs, right? Everyone's making an ETF that's like, this is a metaverse ETF and there's a DeFi ETF, but none of it really like touches crypto. We're still in a bull market for blockchain, crypto, safe art. That's his name. I didn't even see that till now. Seifert. It's probably Seifert. But he's going to say fart. And we have no information on what this thing's going to actually invest in. Here you go. In terms of W3, it seems based on the filing that this will invest with some overlap to metaverse-focused ETFs as well, said Seifert. Can't know for sure until it's launched and we can see the actively managed funds holding. But yeah, Seifert. Say it. Say fart. Say fart. Say fart. Who's on first? What? Second? Who? William's back, and we're still talking about farts, Willie. But yeah, either way, good to see Grayscale and others continuing to find novel ways for people to invest in the cryptocurrency space. Guys, this is my last. I know it's sad for you, but I'm not going to be live streaming tomorrow or Monday morning. It's a holiday, but I'll be here Monday afternoon at 1:30 p.m. I will. Shart is opposite for safe fart. Not really opposite. It's kind of like it's like a level up. What's Bitcoin doing? Let's take a look. Oh no, it's bouncing from there right now. We zoomed in on the 1 hour, remember? The very important 1 hour chart. If you were trading this, I'm not. Yeah, you got like all this support through here, right? So that's one level. You could say, oh, Bart, it's dead. But this is the one, right? This is where you topped, rounded out, and came up. So holds 43, 144. Looks pretty good. Otherwise, start looking down here, 42 something. But yeah, it's not the greatest candle. It's a lot of selling. But we've seen these before. You know, we've seen these. Look at this. Big up. On. right? No big deal. NBD. We'll see how it evolves. We'll see how it comes to fruition. But you'll be seeing it by yourself because I won't be around. Lost a friend over crypto. Really? We that bad? You tell that dude to have fun staying poor and that he's not going to make it. Yeah. I'm scalping it. Went long 43,100. Thank you for the non-signal signal. You're up $80, bro. Better watch out. Move that stop loss up. Anywho, guys. I'm out of here because I like doing things that are fun, and watching Bitcoin dump with you is not one of them. Seriously, I got all kinds of stuff today. I'm on NASDAQ Trade Talks. I got a podcast to record. It's gonna be a big day, man. Big day. A lot going on. You guys are awesome. I will see you on Monday. Check out the free newsletter. It's free. The low price of very free. It's the best price. It's the free price. You guys check it out. Read it if you can read. If you can't read, have an AI because you don't have any actual friends in the world. But have put it in your computer and have it read it to you. Do that. Love you guys. See you soon.